Talks on Olympus. My name's Keely.
And my name's Juliet. I'm the host for Murderesque, the true crime podcast.
And today, our lovely topic is Poseidon.
That was too many lovelies followed by his name.
She hates Poseidon.
I hate him, but I hate Zeus more, so.
Okay, so we all know Poseidon. Like, he's in a few, like, modern retellings. Like, I think he's in, Hercules? Is he in Hercules?
Very little.
We all know Poseidon just because he's in many retellings of modern media, but this is just a little recap on what Poseidon is, who Poseidon is, not what. Okay, so in Greek mythology, he is the god of the sea, earthquakes, storms, and horses.
Horses.
So his powers / abilities, he has the trident, and he uses that to create spring, stir up storms, calm waves, and shatter rocks.
That's actually kind of cool.
I thought you didn't like him.
I didn't, but I actually have to admit that's kind of cool.
This is the picture of the trident.
But like, imagine being able to shatter a rock.
That would be really cool. He is the son of Kronos and Rhea, like the other, like Zeus, Poseidon, Demeter, and Hestia. There's one more. Hera, Zeus, Demeter, Hestia, and Hades.
I love Hades.
We'll talk about that myth in half a second. His Roman equivalent is Neptune. Neptune is not liked in Rome just because they're scared of the water.
Aquaphobia.
I don't think they have aquaphobia, they just know the water's super duper rough.
Yeah, but like, if you are scared of water,
Probably.
it's aquaphobia. I love the water.
His other names are Black Man, Earth Shaker.
What now?
Black Man. I don't know why. I'll look that up in a second. Earthshaker and Encircler of the Earth.
Sorry.
Animals are horses, bulls, and rams.
It's so stupid. Why couldn't he have dolphins or seahorses?
I don't know. I don't know why he has like all of like the sacred plants are ash tree and white pine trees.
Again, why couldn't he have seaweed?
I don't know.
This is his lane, and this is where he is. His lane is here, and he is like here. Like, he needs to stay in his lane.
So his domains are similar to his godly aspects. Poseidon's domains were the sea, earthquake, horses, like streams, storms, all that kind of stuff. So for once, he's staying in his lane with his domain.
His lane and him. His lane, him.
He was always super jealous of Zeus, though, because he wanted to be king of the gods. No one's surprised. Hades was so chill with him getting...
Love Hades.
His symbols were the trident, fish, dolphins, horses, and bulls.
What happened to the rams?
I don't know. I don't know why that's not a symbol of his, just a sacred.
Stay in your lane.
In like Greek art, he usually rides a chariot that was pulled by a hippocampus or by horses that he could ride by the sea.
By the sea or in the sea?
On the sea. I can't read.
They're gonna drown.
No, they could ride on the sea. They could ride the waves.
Why aren't they dolphins? Or seahorses? Those are things.
He was associated with dolphins and 3 long fish spears, tridents. He lived in a palace on the ocean floor made of coral and gems, Atlantis. And that's in many modern retellings. In like art, he was usually seen with a beard and a bunch of abs.
Minus for everything else.
There's three like myths that he's majorly a part of.
One, he was eaten.
Yeah. So that is the myth of his origins or his birth. So basically, with his birth, he was the child of Kronos and Rhea, like the other 5 gods. 5 gods, 5.
How many gods are there?
12. No, there's 12 Olympians. There's like over 100 gods. So, Kronos is super paranoid, like his children.
But it was a fair reason.
And so he ate his kids. He ate 5 of his kids. When his wife Rhea gave birth to his 6th kid, Zeus, she was like, I'm tired of you eating my kids. So she gave him a rock instead. He was not smart. He ate the rock instead of the baby.
Gobbled it up.
So, and then she hides Zeus on an island for a while. There's a lot of hiding kids on islands. It was the same in Apollo and Artemis's myth. It's weird.
It's always to protect them too.
Yeah. The gods have weirdnesses going on. But like, when do they not?
It's them.
Okay. And so when Zeus gets old enough, he fights his dad. And he wins. And he makes his dad throw up all of the kids.
Sorry.
And they were fully grown at this point. They were growing up in the stomach.
How did they survive?
They're gods. Kronos is still alive in Tartarus. He's just chopped to bits.
Hashtag Hades.
He's not in control of Tartarus.
Oh, that's right.
Kronos.
No, yeah. Kronos is in charge of Tartarus.
Yeah.
And he's in pieces in Tartarus.
Yep. So with that, they fight Kronos and win. They chop him to bits and throw him into Tartarus. Then they split up to like the domains of the new world with each other.
So, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How did they decide that Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus were all, like, I understand Zeus because he saved the.
They're the men. There were 3 girls, 3 boys.
Oh.
And they were the men. So, and this is Greek mythology where there's misogyny.
Misogynistic.
Okay, and so the 3 boys split up the universe with each other. Poseidon got the seas, Zeus got the sky, and then Hades got the earth. And then Zeus became king of the gods because he was the one who saved them.
Yeah.
Poseidon's very jealous of that, and it's very funny.
I bet you Poseidon is jealous because he was in charge of the womb.
Yeah.
Not the womb, but.
Okay, the second myth that he's super important in is the Zeus of Medusa. Okay, so there's 2 tellings of this myth. The first telling is the Greek myth.
Oh, the Greek myth? The Roman myth.
The Roman myth. We're saying the Roman myth first because I have to give trigger warnings for the Greek myth. Basically, trigger warnings for this entire myth. I'll put up like a timestamp when we skip over this, but this time, like the trigger warnings are rape, sexual assault, and like victim blaming. So with the Roman myth, Poseidon and Medusa, the human version of Medusa, were in a relationship and they had sexual intercourse in Athena's temple. Athena gets pissy and upset. So
And Poseidon says that Medusa seduced him.
yeah, that's a common theme in both of these. So Athena punishes Medusa by turning into a gorgon, and no one can ever look at her again without turning to stone. The Greek myth, let you take that over.
Okay, so the Greek myth, Medusa is a priestess.
We think she's a priestess for Athena.
I'm pretty sure she's a priestess for Athena. And on the steps of Athena's temple, Poseidon rapes Medusa. Medusa goes into the temple and Poseidon tells Athena that
She seduced him.
she seduced him, but she did not. She was raped by Poseidon, but Poseidon has power since he's a man and a god. So Athena turns Medusa into a gorgon, so no man can ever look at her again without turning to stone, as punishment for essentially being raped.
There's also another retelling of the myth that makes Medusa prays to Athena and goes, Poseidon raped me, so she turns into the Gorgon for protection. Because no man can ever look at her again.
So it depends on what myth you heard.
That's with a lot of Greek myths.
Yeah.
It depends on the myth. And then the third myth that he's super important in is the Odyssey.
Epic.
Odyssey time. So with the Odyssey, Odysseus and his crew need food. So they go to the land where Prometheus is hiding.
It's the lair of Scylla.
No,
Oh.
that's later.
Oh yeah.
So they go to the land and they kill some sheep. Prometheus gets pissed because those are his favorite sheep. You just killed his favorite sheep. I didn't know you could have a favorite sheep.
I didn't either. But
so he has his favorite sheep and they kill him. So he tries to fight them. Does not go well. A lot of them die. And then Odysseus tricks Prometheus by saying, I'm nobody. We have like 15 minutes, we're good. Like, I'm nobody, my name's nobody. And then he blinds him. After that, he's like, nobody hurt me, nobody blinded me. And everybody's like, ha ha ha. Very, very funny. You just probably hurt yourself and you don't want to tell us. And then Odysseus is like, my name is Odysseus of Ithaca. And then he curses Odysseus by going, Dad, Odysseus hurt me. He's such a tattletale. It's so funny.
Baby, you're gonna start a fight. Be prepared.
And then Poseidon gets pissy that Odysseus hurt his kid. So then he
which is like, okay, it's kind of fair.
Right.
If you were a parent and your kid got hurt, yeah, you'd be a little mad too. But also, his kid started it.
So they started the fight.
Odysseus ended it.
And so then Poseidon reenacts his revenge for his kid by delaying his voyage by 10 years home.
10 whole years.
He was already gone for 10 years in the Troy War.
And it just made it 20.
So yeah, and then Poseidon gets his butt beat by Odysseus to get home. I don't know if that's just an epic or it's actually in the
I hope it's real.
In the actual retelling.
I hope it's in the retelling because Poseidon deserves it.
Another fun fact about Poseidon is he's the father of all monsters. Like
Makes sense, he is a monster.
His kids are like Caribus, the whirlpool with giant teeth.
Cyclops.
All Cyclopses are his kids. Pegasus is his kid.
Wait, does that mean all Cyclops, like, people with the Cyclops disorder born are Poseidon's kid?
Yep, every Cyclops is Poseidon's kid.
There's, like, an actual disorder where people can be born with one eye and it's like Cyclops something.
Oh, I meant in myths. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah, no.
Let's Google it.
We can look at it in a minute.
You
But,
keep talking, I'm looking it up.
yeah, he's just like the father of all monsters.
I love Percy Jackson. Walker Scobell and all of them together, that trio is so perfectly casted.
You've never read the books. No, I'm calling you out on my mythology podcast. So with Percy Jackson, the retelling of Poseidon, the Poseidon character is very, very different versus the myths.
He really is. He's like a caring kind of person.
No.
I think.
No.
Oh.
He doesn't really talk to his son
No.
unless there's like bad things happening.
But isn't that more like protection because they weren't supposed to have kids?
No, he just sucks as a dad.
Pat that glove!
Okay, so Rick Riordan did take some creative liberties with that, but we would still recommend the series so much. It has super good retellings, and it gives the information. We're not sponsored, by the way.
We're not.
It gives the retellings of the myth it gives it more a digestible way for kids to understand. And each book is a different epic. So the first book is the epic of the Odyssey. That's the second book. It's the first and second book. No, the second book is the Odyssey.
Is the first one the Lightning Thief?
Mm-hmm. The second one's the Sea of Monsters.
Mm.
But the first books, I think Hercules is. No, that's the fourth book. But basically, each book is a different retelling of the myths, but you don't even notice it until you notice it.
You wouldn't notice it if we didn't tell you.
Yeah. It's told in a really cool way, and it shows you the things they went through. So that's all on Talks in Olympus today. Next episode is gonna be Dionysus. Other than that, subscribe, like, comment if you like this episode, and join us next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.